So for the past 5 months, I've been playing a kit known as Diamond Smp. It's been one of the fastest growing kits around. It's been implemented across various SMPs, such as Lifesteal. The kit consists of maxed diamond armor and weapons, gap balls, and various utilities. Now with being such a huge kit, I made it my goal to get HT4, which is an above average tier in the competitive community, and I wanted this tier by the end of the year. Now to kick off my journey, here on the 28th of December 2024, I joined the queue, and not long after it was my turn to test. The tester was a low tier 3 called Diclee. Now the test wasn't going well. I'd gotten quick dropped in the first 2 rounds and was on track to receive low tier 5. Until round 3, when something interesting happened. Now unfortunately I hand killed the tester, Turns out his Wi-Fi had died, meaning we had to discount round 3. While waiting for the test to get online, I've been checking the rules and realised I've been using a banned mod known as mouse tweaks. Long story short, the test ended, I received a 2-month ban, and when I later asked Diclee what tier I would have gone, he told me low tier 5. A day after the ban, I began the process of getting it appealed, but by the time they accepted the appeal, I'd already served 1 month of the ban. For about a month, I didn't think about tier testing, so I joined a few SMPs and made new friends, and it stayed this way up until 2 months ago. I ended up watching Togs' tier 1 Diamond Smp montage, and this got me motivated again. This combined with several of my friends getting tier tested reignited my spark for Diamond Smp and gave me my goal, which I set to reach today. With my goal, I got tested again and got high tier 5. This was a huge boost for my morale as it showed I was making progress. Over the next 2 months, I continued to play in SMPs and slowly improve. This continued to just over a week ago when I was live streaming, just 1v1 with a friend who's around low tier 3 skill level. Well, I casually asked him this question.
I think I could get a low tier 4 in this.
You can get high tier 4 in this.
This shocked me, well that left only one thing to do. 6 days later, I entered the queue and was almost instantly tested. This began the craziest tier test in my competitive career. The tester who was online was called Aria 455. He's a high tier 3 in Diamond Smp and he's a low tier 2 in Smp. Now considering all this, you would be surprised to hear I wasn't too worried. This because at the time I actually hadn't checked what tier he was. Now it was time to find out whether my 5 months of training had paid off. been destroyed in the first 2 rounds, and he only needed 1 more to win, so if I wanted a chance to get more than low tier 5, I had to lock in.
Oh my god! I did it! There's no way, bro! I did it! I'm high tier 4!
And that's the story of how I got high tier 4 in Diamond Smp. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Until next time, see ya! So I achieved high tier 4, but I really come over this way to stop. So I finally achieved high tier 4, but I really come all this way to stop now. No, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get low tier 3. I'm going to be good at the game. Okay. So I finally achieved high tier 4, but I really come all this way to stop now. No, I'm going to get low tier 3. See you guys. Yeah, you know, I'll just cut bits out because that's alright, to be fair. I can just edit that.